Hello everyone and welcome back to Harvest Moon Magical Melody, where we've got a conundrum. Eve or Kate? Or Katie. I don't know why I called her Kate. Whatever. Not important. The important thing is, which one? Feel like we've given a lot of gifts to Eve. It seems like a shame just ignore all that time we spent. But hi Katie. If you get tired from work, come for tea. Maybe I'll wait till the heart events to decide. We'll see both, and take it from there. Ow. Bob, you upset me the other day. Just so we're clear, I was trying to mine, but you were standing on top of the entrance. And I don't know, maybe it was for my own good, but I didn't appreciate it. Any of this stuff ready? Oh, the carrots are. I'm stuck. I'm trapped in eggplant. I want to plant something there. Nope. Why even give me that option? That totally screws up what I was gonna do. That was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I feel like anything that doesn't... I don't know if that messes with the tree. I don't want to mess with that tree until something grows from it. Oh, but it won't. I wonder if I can plant there and it not matter. I don't think I'm going to right this second. Just because it already takes me so long to water everything. And I don't mind a more manageable garden. I don't know, like even all these years, it's really hard to get out of that OG Harvest Moon mindset of, all right, I can plant this much. I should plant this much. You know, really the only limiting factor was how much you could harvest in a day. Because you could spend, like, watering was a non-issue. And, like, once you could use the horse to ship things, like, that helped immensely. And then, like, even if you planted more than you could pick in a day, if you can pick it within 3 days, it's still kind of worth it. Pointless, because you never need that much money, but you can do it. Let's go talk to Basil. I feel like I never talked to him. Yeah. Hello, I'm sorry I ignored you and friends in Mineral Town. Okay, and then brush. And we're gonna let them outside. I'm gonna come back at night when I come to collect the chickens. I'm gonna see how this goes. If this is even worth my time, which it probably isn't. Alright, it's hard to be mad about anything when the sheep is just jumping up and down like that. Come on. Let's go. Makoto out the door. Shove the cow. All right, there we go. Oh, it just ate. Okay, cool. So. Okay, that's not bad. I could probably even bring it back inside. I should have gone to the other one. Or will they just go on? Will they go inside on their own? But the chickens don't? If so, that's kind of stupid. If the chickens went back inside, the system would be okay. Like, all complaints would cease. Why are you... Oh! Wait a second. Is this my own stupidity? Is this me not understanding? No, okay, good. I feel better. So what I was thinking is that maybe in the game logic, because I'm actually picking up the chicken, carrying it outside, that was kind of what was triggering it not to come back inside. Why are the chickens not eating? Whatever. I think I have this working. Good. All right, time to go see Katie, get some pancakes. Oh, I see Eve too. What do I think Katie would like? Katie, what gifts? What do I give you?
Hi.
Like, Eva, I was able to kind of piece together from the old Harvest Moon, which I don't know how much of a good guess that was, just because there were very few gifts you could give someone in that. This is my last mushroom. Good enough. Whatever. Alright, I like this. I'm getting a chance to go out and see some of the people. Eve, I'm pretty sure, went back inside. Oh, hello. Hi, Maria. It'll probably be difficult alone, but please do your best. What have you heard? I don't think that's ready to cut just yet. Keep forgetting to come in here and talk to Martha. I was told it was worth my time. Thank you for telling me not to collapse. Good life advice. Kids, don't collapse. When you're thinking about collapsing, just don't. Don't do it.
Yeah.
What's going on, Alex?
Yeah.
I don't want to live in a cave. You should try living in a cave. Oh no, I fell a few floors. How awful. Oh, this is gonna be... Whoa, that sent me back up. What? How does a hole send you back up? Oh, this is horrible. No, I love that. I love this gambling thing we've got going on, though. I'm gonna say, fall. Fall further. Fall to like floor 2. Or like the second to last floor. Ooh, I shook the Wiimote. That's on me. That's on me. I will say, I think once I have a better hammer, the mining, and this game doesn't suck. Like, I don't hate it. No. See, I would have lost out on silver. Good. Come on, gold. Oh, I probably want to hold on to that. Or, conversely, sell it for money. Let's do that. We'll do that one. I'm going to sell it for money. I never did find Eve. To the bar. Then to the animals. And then back home. None of those things are anywhere near each other. Well, some of them are, just not the ones that I wish. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. Ugh. Grape, I talked to you already, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. The days are all bleeding together. Even this conversation is one I feel like I've had recently. Alright, bye-bye. How are we doing with that, by the way? Still 4. I don't know how many... Let's see, how many is the total? 5? 10? Yeah. It's funny, like, eyeballing it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gotta be 10. And then I'm looking, I'm like, wait, does that look like 11? No, it's 10. It's 10. All you need is 10. So, do you need to max that out? Oh, I'm curious about something. I don't know, at the end of the day, this is a lot like, you know, a lot of other Harvest Moon games. It has its flaws, but I do think this is one of the better ones. Oh, they didn't all go inside? Whoops. Do I have enough stamina to do this? Do I care enough to do this? Yeah, probably. I don't understand. Why did my cows go in the other time? I wish it wasn't just a complete pain to try to push animals in their homes. I feel like with the cows and sheep, it shouldn't matter. but I could be wrong, and I probably am because it seems like it shouldn't matter, therefore it will matter. That is the law of Flower Bud Village. It doesn't seem like you should care, but you better. Go make some money. What did we end up with? 100? What is this? 200? Oh, we got a note. Yeah! We're shipping magic, the treasure hoard note. You shipped every ore. You've done a lot of crushing. And note, for crushing all that rocks. You have crushed all that rocks in the land. Don't you mean all the rocks? No. All that rocks. Just throw that in there, because who cares? Perfect. Took me a second. I'm like, is this the end of the episode? No. That's only day one. Day one. We did lose 2 days. That's one of the hard things with this game is that oh, another music note. Hold on. Hold that thought. Bow wow note. Okay. Filled with affection for your trusted companion, your dog is your best friend. A note for being friends forever. Is that I like doing shorter episodes. But doing quite a few of them because I figure if that way, if you're the type of person who likes, you know, long videos, well, you just grab the playlist at the end of the week. And there, like, there's all your like 1 mega episode. You know, I guess it's easier to go from, like, if you're someone who likes long episodes, to like let a bunch of short episodes bank up, and then you have like all the stuff you can go watch when you like just want to binge something. Versus like the other way around, there's just no way to do it. And YouTube is kind of trash when it comes to like letting you pick up where you left off. I have such a hard time with like when people do VODs of their streams and they're like 6 hours long. Like, especially because a lot of times I just want it on in the background. So, you know, I'll throw it on and then not really have any idea where I left off. So in that way, I do like shorter episodes, but you know, like the flip side of that is one of the things, I guess, that kind of got me into doing this was I, you know, I'd be at work and I just want to throw something on and forget about it. You know, and that's a lot easier to do with like a 3-hour podcast than it is like to find a bunch of 10 to 20 minute episodes of something. You know, that was usually reserved for things that were already done. So in conclusion, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure we've debated this or not debated, but I guess talked about it at some point. I think I'm gonna throw some more stuff in the bin. I might just leave the cows out forever then if the weather's good. Pleasantly dry. Okay. Bell can't. Oh my god. Oh, it's putting the remote in the refrigerator. Oh god. There we go. At least I can grab like one more thing. So yeah, that's like a hard thing. Especially like now that I'm not in a position where I just like can sit and make content all day. That's like, I'd rather have like a stream of small things that if you're the type who likes to binge, that you can just like kind of wait for it to be completely finished, and then like there's your hours of content. But you know, if you like episodic thing, then that's there too. I think another part of it too is I have a ton of friends who do, you know, some form of content creation, whether it's podcast, YouTube, Twitch, that like it's just literally impossible to keep up with all of them. And I think the ones that I engage with most are ones that I can like go back to. You know, I can pick an afternoon and I'm like, I'm going to binge the Legend of Retro podcast, which you should probably do because it's a good podcast. Talks about retro games. They've covered, I think, just Harvest Moon 64 is the only Harvest Moon game they've done. Which, as I've talked about, is one of my personal favorites. But like all kinds of games from pretty much every genre. You know, but I can sit down one day and binge like 6 episodes and then like, all right, I'm good. I'll catch up in like a month or something. Because unfortunately that releases on Thursdays, I think at like 8 a.m. Eastern. And Thursdays are my busy day. And then Fridays are my kind of short day. So usually if I catch up, it's the following week. You know, but a lot of times it's like, okay, I'll pile up some episodes and then on a Monday just binge a bunch. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to kind of guess. Oh my god, this is taking forever. I think this is my last trip. Next time I didn't think it was going to be worth it to completely empty my bags and come back. I'm now seeing that's not the case. It absolutely would be worth it to empty my bags and grab all that stuff, then come back. I'm like, it'll be 2-3 trips by the time I go to my fridge, like, whatever. I think we'll build a chicken coop over there, just to have something, so I don't have to do this anymore. Man, look at that money roll in. Still, it's like 16. 16 to 84. Oof. I was about to say something. I don't remember what exactly that thought was. That was something about content duration. Oh! I was gonna say, I also think it's interesting, like when you're making something, like the couple times I've guessed it on Legend of Retro, which we did an episode on Final Fantasy Tactics, Lunar Silver Star Story Complete, and what was the last one? Dragon Quest V. And one thing I noticed is the way Like an hour, when I'm listening to it, like, it's like, oh yeah, no, I set aside an hour, you know, and I know that's how long it's going to be. But like, recording it does not feel like an hour. Like, I feel like we've barely like scratched the surface of all the things I want to talk about, and I look and I'm like, oh my god, we have been talking about this game. I forgot to let my cows out. Like, oh my god, we've been talking about this game for an hour. It does not feel like it. Alright, so I'm gonna have to manually feed the chickens, I think. I think, what was it? Final Fantasy Tactics and Lunar. Like, those are the first 2 episodes I did. And when I talk about a game, I talk about more my experience with it. Like, right or wrong, like, that's kind of my shtick. Largely because, like, when it comes to things like trivia and, like, little factoids, I'm like, well, like, you can just, like, look that stuff up. But people really enjoy that. And, you know, sometimes it is cool, like, you know, to have that information read out by someone I know. And people I enjoy. So that was something that I hadn't really considered. When, you know, and on there. So I went to go do, like, my usual stick of, like, man, here's what I liked about the game. Here's, like, what I thought was interesting about this part. And like, in some ways it didn't really kind of jive with what was going on, but it was still fun. Like, I still had a good time. Everyone seemed like they had a good time. People seemed to enjoy the episodes. But that was something that kind of caught me off guard. Like, even having listened to it, I hadn't really thought about that. But like when I talk about games, like, yeah, like here are my insights about this. So yeah, I don't know. There's no real point to this. I'm just kind of talking. Still have time to give our last mushroom. What day is it? It's Tuesday. Okay, we're fine. Because I know they're closed on Sundays. That day went by, I think, pretty quick just because we were outside the whole time. Did I water everything? I didn't water. No, I did. I was worried for a second. I'm like, oh god, I didn't. And on top of that, I still have to go water. Alright, last mushroom. Now I have to find... Oh no, I'm out of mushrooms. Yesterday was the last mushroom. I'm all out. What am I gonna do? Alright, well, I at least have to go say hello. And not like we did get into like some, I guess, philosophical debates at the time, especially like no, why are you closed on Tuesdays? You're closed Tuesdays. All right. About things. So that, you know, it was, like I said, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed my time. But yeah, that was just something that like struck me as something I hadn't considered before I went out there. I'm like, oh, I probably should have thought that through a little bit more. All right, that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying this. I'd really like to see some sort of conclusion to this. I don't think it's going to be in time before I move on to the next thing, but like I said, we'll as things go on, as things progress, and I play this on my own, I'll kind of bring you guys back in and show you how things have gone, you know, music notes, all that stuff, relationships. So, again, hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Still a little bit more to go. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.